A WWE champion has been pulled from their upcoming match. Plus, a Raw star returns amid a gimmick change, and Andrade breaks his silence over his exit from WWE. It's all in the Cultaholic Wrestling news right now. Tonight, NXT Homecoming, Ross. You are the NXT boy.
Yes, I am.
You must be excited.
Yes, I am. To see the stars of today thwack the 30-year-olds who go back to the high school and look all big, hard and cool, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa.
I like that whenever there's a nice homecoming show and they go, look at all the stars of today. Here's the stars of yesterday. Watch them destroy the stars of today. It's classic booking. One star of the SmackDown brand, who was set to be part of the show, now not so much. Tiffany Stratton, the reigning WWE Women's Champion, pulled from that All-Star Tag Team match tonight.
Yes, the big exclusive coming us from the greatest leader in the world today. That's in general, not just in the world of professional wrestling. Ava, who tweeted after her WWE Women's Championship match on SmackDown, Tiffany Stratton is not medically cleared to compete at Homecoming. As a result, former NXT Women's Champion Lyra Valkyria Pal will be taking her place in the 6-woman tag match against Fatal Influence.
Comes after that very physical match that Tiffany had with Jade Cargill, and there was some concern over Tiffany's well-being after that match. There was the moonsault to the floor where she had to bang her head something wrong.
She needs to stop doing that, I'd suggest.
Yeah, I think maybe that move should be just popped over onto the pasture for a little while now.
It's impressive, but it's not the first time it's gone awry.
Yeah. That's it. And then post-match, Nia Jax put a beating on Tiffany Stratton to roll back their feud. So then as a result, she's out of the match. I wonder whether this is a legitimate injury issue. I don't want to suggest that it is or it isn't, but the fact that you have this match all set up only to pull one of the main contenders from it at this stage feels like this is them reacting to a possible injury concern.
It bloody well does, Tom, and I have nothing else to add. It really does feel
really
real.
does.
I don't know what else to say.
It's real, damn it.
I'm trying to think of a reason it might not be real for storyline reasons, because she did obviously get attacked by Nia Jax, I guess.
Yeah.
Just feeding into the kayfabe nature of that storyline there, but it does feel more real than not.
Yeah, because you could have had that match play out if Tiffany was 100% and had Nia Jax appear and take her out again. You could have furthered that story there if you wanted to. But they're not, so she's out of the match, and it's Lyra Valkyria Pal teaming, as you say, with Rhea Ripley and with Stephanie Vaquer. Full card for NXT Homecoming tonight. It's Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes taking on DIY.
The GYE is back. The Grayson Waller effect, featuring Oba Femi and Ricky Sins out of their title match in the upcoming future.
The NXT North American title, Ethan Page puts it up against Tyler Breeze.
Spooky goth ladies of the Culling are going to take on Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss for the Women's Tag Team Championships.
And of course, that 6-woman tag, which I think will main event, Fatal Influence versus Rhea Ripley, Stephanie Vaquer, and Lyra Valkyria. What's funny is it's a return to Full Sail. I wonder whether they could have got maybe. It's difficult because obviously everybody's in storylines and stuff. But so much of the main event element of WWE right now are NXT OGs.
Yeah.
You know, a Seth Rollins turning up would have been nice.
A Finn Balor.
A Finn Balor.
Get Samoa Joe back over.
Bring the
just
Joe.
For one night back.
Karrion Kross.
But you look at names like Steve, especially Stephanie Vaquer. She's not a Full Sail gal.
No, there's no history with her in Full Sail. But either way, it'll be a lovely night, and there'll no doubt be a couple of surprises pop up anyway that I might have spoiled by saying, "Oh, where are some of the proper OGs from Full Sail?"
What do you know? Have you got sources?
I have got some sources. I got A1 sauce. Oh, that's the American version of brown sauce.
All right.
It's not as
Down
nice.
with the brown sauce. Not a fan of brown sauce.
Not a fan of brown sauce?
Never been a fan of brown sauce.
That is going to get let us know. Brown sauce, yes or no, down there. That's the real conversation
Tomato
today.
ketchup on the sandwiches on the breakfast variety, I'd suggest there, Thomas.
I mean, I'm a fan of both. I think that you got
to pick one.
No.
This is 2025, Tom. You can't like both. You got to pick one.
Oh, it's true, actually. You have to have one side or the other.
Yep, you can't go down the middle.
Ketchup then, red sauce. I'll go red sauce. I'll go mayo chop. I'll do that one. You know what? Life's all about variety. And Bayley has had a variety of different gimmicks and personae, and all of them have been teased as coming out soon. And Bayley returned last night on Raw to give us a little taste of what this new gimmick is going to look like.
Yes, Lyra Valkyria is being thwacked by Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez of the old Judgment Day. Bayley comes out. Current theme, but very much the hugger vibes there, Tom. She does a couple of Bayley to bellies, then all of a sudden...
Woo! Woo! Corner splash
The
move.
Mr. Whippy corner splash, he calls it. And then, in a shocking turn of events, she not only hugs people, but she's jumping on them to hug them like a big golden retriever.
Oh,
She's jumping on people in the crowd, giving them hugs in the front row. Alicia Taylor, the ring announcer, Corey Graves even gets a kiss.
Yeah, what a lucky boy. Jess, the ref at ringside, got a hug as well, a few members of the crowd as well. But there was a bit just before that whole thing broke out when once Bayley had cleared house, she kind of looked at Lyra and looked like she was about to thwack Lyra too. And then the voices, and then she became the hugger again.
Yeah.
And then there's a bit backstage where this was really well done, where you had Lyra going up to Bayley's dressing room and she can hear arguments in the dressing room and she hears something being thrown across the room. As she opens the door, Bayley is just sat perfectly calmly in her locker room, just like nothing is happening.
What are you talking about? John Cena was there as well. Did you get it? Because you couldn't see him.
You can't see him. It counts as a date on his retirement.
Oh.
We're getting Bayley and John Cena at last, you cowards. And then Bayley sort of gaslit Lyra Valkyria, going, nothing was happening. Hey, get out of my dressing room.
Yeah.
Get out. And I turning heel on Lyra Valkyria. Fascinating stuff.
It's like Venom, isn't it? And the Spider Boy.
That famous show, Venom and the Spider Boy. It is like Venom and the Spider Boy, but so there is a symbiote that is controlling Bayley at the moment. I'm really intrigued by this whole thing. I like the way they implemented it last night.
Yeah, I think the diddler Bayley should take over the vessel of the current day Bayley. Then eventually she'll come true in the end and see the error of her ways.
Very much so. The big talking points, the early stages of this week, though, is Andrade. He is gone from WWE. It was announced over the weekend that he'd been moved to the alumni section, and he's just gone. This comes following a reported wellness violation and a backstage incident that led to all future plans being scrapped, including a possible run as tag team champion with Rey Fenix. Andrade has broken his silence.
Thanks WWE. Basically, that's what he said. He said thank you WWE on Twitter.
For the very latest wrestling news at any time, you can.
But he would expect a little bit more piss and vinegar maybe in his message. But no, it was quite placid. Just thank you WWE, and off he went.
I don't know. I counted 3 exclamation marks there.
Thank you!
Oh, I was thinking like he was through gritted teeth. Thugs! Where you're going, he's doing it from a distance.
He's just far away.
As he's running away, as he's like Homer Simpson burning the bridge as he drives over it in the car. Thanks, WWE! There was also a little back and forth, the MJF instigator. I say back and forth, it was one back and one forth. MJF put out a tweet the other day saying, "Ayo, Andrade El Idolo. I'll be in Mexico, beating the ever-loving SH1T out of Mystico in CMLL in front of your broke-ass countrymen. Let me know if you want to grab a mug before I hop on my jet to Toronto to whoop Mark Briscoe's hillbilly ass." To which Andrade responded,
Middle finger emoji for MJF, then the soon emoji, then hashtag Viva Mexico, then hashtag Cabro.
Cabro,
which is goat.
Yeah, we were talking about this upstairs. Male goats, or
Yeah.
just like the cool dudes.
So he's saying F off to MJF, but he's calling himself Andrade. I'm a goat.
And he's put soon Viva Mexico.
He's going to go to CMLL, isn't he?
CMLL.
CMLL.
Or as they call it in Wales, CM. He's heading that way. He'd be a good fit in CMLL.
Would he? I don't know if he would be, Tom. He's gone everywhere now.
For 9 minutes, he will be a great fit. Look, he is just getting them all done before he's 40.
Just taking off the bucket list.
That's it.
He's got the Cody list, but his promotions instead of wrestlers.
Just getting. He's like collecting promotions like Pokemon.
At the bottom, he gets Asda, Tesco, Sainsbury's, Argos.
Well, he might have spent a lovely few minutes in CMLL potentially coming up. There's I think if he ends up going there, you know what? People say, would he go back to AEW after the way things ended? You know what? You never say never with anywhere, do you?
Rouge is still there, isn't he?
Exactly.
The bridge is still there, I guess.
You know, and they seem, as we were saying yesterday, they seem a little bit more in control of the roster situation with AEW. So there's nothing to say they wouldn't bring him in and have him part of CMLL, or even just CMLL, just bring him in themselves and just have him part of the roster there. That would be perfectly fine. I'd be a fan of that. Because, as I say, he's a very good wrestler. Just gets very itchy feet when it comes to play. Let's put it that way. When we know more about that, of course, we'll let you know more at cultaholic.com. It is WrestlePalooza week.
Yes, it is.
I did a video on the strange history of WrestlePalooza.
Is it strange?
Yes, because you can actually take the temperature of ECW throughout its life cycle solely based on WrestlePalooza, which I didn't know until I started this video.
Oh.
Watch the video. We'll go through it all together, and you can see what I mean. That's on the channel right now. 9 pitches for WrestlePalooza coming up this week as well.
Tomorrow we'll do a little roundtable later about counter-programming in the wrestling world. A little discussion where some topics will be heatedly discussed.
And we'll all come out of it having a lovely day.
And me and Sam are watching WCPW again tonight at 6 p.m. on the Twitch channel. That's BST for the 6 p.m. We're up to episode of Loaded. We are episode 6, where we have Aaron Stevens is there.
Oh,
yeah, that was the big name.
We got him.
Alberto El Patron is coming.
Oh, good.
Yep.
That'll be fine.
Or Stevie, the ring announcer, calls him Alberto Del Patron.
God love you, Stevie. You're a 1-in-1, my friend. So that's tonight on twitch.tv/Cultaholic from 6 p.m. BST. And with the very latest wrestling news at any time, you can check out cultaholic.com. Stay safe.
That's by in Welsh, is it?
It's in Welsh. That's why LL Cool J never toured Wales.